Finally, we can turn to offering a response to question 6 and question 7, which dealt with the seemingly contradictory information that Rashi offers in his commentary to Vayigash elav Yehuda, Yehuda's attempt to not have Binyamin return with them to Canaan. Rashi's comment to Pasuk Yudchet is that Mikan ata lamed. From here one can derive that Shediber elav kashot, that Yehuda spoke harshly to the point of threatening Yosef were he not to allow Binyamin to return, so that the Vayigash suggests a tone of milchama, a verbal confrontation. Yet Rashi's commentary to the Vayigash Avraham in Parashat Vayerah, drawing upon this very same pasuk of Vayigash elav Yehuda, suggests that the Vayigash implies a term of piyus, compromise. The answer to this anomaly lies in how we understand the word Vayigash. In Bereshit 44:18, we can argue that the word Vayigash reverts back to its default connotation, namely the movement from position A to position B. In this case, Yehuda moved from where he was, namely together with his brothers, and approached physically Yosef with his demands. And after seeking permission to speak privately to Yosef, he opens up dialogue with a statement to the effect that Ve'al yichar apacha be'avdecha. Do not take umbrage in what I have to say. To this Rashi comments, Mikan ata lamed. From here one can conclude that Shediber elav kashot, that he, Yehuda, spoke in a confrontational tone with Yosef, hoping that Yosef would understand his frustration. The threatening tone is not derived from the word Vayigash in of itself, but rather from the Ve'al yichar apecha be'avdecha. As we noted earlier, Pasuk 22 states that after the Malachim had left, Avraham deno omed lifnei Hashem. Avraham remained where he was together with Hashem. The following Pasuk goes on to state that Vayigash Avraham. Avraham approached God, arguing that ha'af tisper tzadikim rasha. In your anger would you harm, punish, destroy the righteous with the wicked, an act that was morally wrong. As noted, the use of the word Vayigash in this pasuk cannot be one of movement from point A to point B, as it conflicts with the statement that Avraham odenu omed lifnei Hashem. Avraham remains standing before God, but rather a change in mindset as he begins the dialogue on behalf of the city of Sodom. In this redefinition of the term Vayigash, Rashi opens the commentary with 3 options that can be read into the mindset and the use of the word Yigash: milchama, piyus, tefillah. And in support of these 3 options, Rashi provides textual sources where the word Vayigash is used elsewhere in Tanakh in context of milchama, piyus, and tefillah. And furthermore, Rashi suggests that Ulechol elu nichnas Avraham, in his change of mindset, was prepared to activate all 3 options, to ledaber kashot, ulepiyus, uletefillah. With question 7, we turned the issue around and asked that if it was necessary for Rashi to provide textual sources for the 3 options with respect to Avraham, why then does Rashi not provide textual sources for the word Vayigash in Parashat Vayigash? With the distinction that the Rebbe has made between the Vayigash of Avraham to that of Yehuda, we can respond to this anomaly. With the Vayigash of Avraham, the word Vayigash is taken out of its Peshat context of movement to something more subtle. He had a change in mindset that from the very outset Avraham was prepared to use any one of the 3 approaches. In doing so, one needs to then provide textual evidence that the word Vayigash incorporates a non-Pshat set of activities. With respect to the Vayigash elav Yehuda, however, there the Vayigash takes on its Pshat definition of movement from one location to another, and for this no textual support is required. All that is needed is to define from within the narrative what Yehuda actually did. Bi Adoni piyus and Ve'al yichar apecha do not become angry, suggesting a possible confrontation. With this, I shall bring the presentation of the Sikha of Parashat Vayerah to a close.